Hello, Don.
Hi, how are you,
How are
Sam?
you? I'm doing great. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing great. I'm fantastic.
Glad to hear it. The Note Queen, ladies and
Yes.
I wanted to introduce the Note Queen to you, Don Rickabaugh, and she's going to be our guest for Wednesday, July the 25th at the Beverly Hills Country Club. I invite all of you guys to be with us, and she's going to be with us, and she's going to be talking about the how buying notes can actually make you quite wealthy in real estate if you know what the heck you're doing. So, Don, would you tell me a little bit about what you're going to be covering in our meeting next Wednesday on the 25th of July?
Sure. There's only so much we can cover in an hour and a half, but what I'm planning is that everyone who comes is going to get a really good overview of the different ways that you can play the paper game or invest in notes. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of real estate investors are very well versed in flipping property, in buying and holding property, and managing property. Sam, I don't like to manage property. I don't like to work hard, so I prefer to buy notes secured by those types of properties, and it's a lot less work for me, and there's a lot of interesting upside to either buying and hold notes for passive income or flipping them for the gains that people like to pocket. So we'll be.
Got it. So that's why you're so relaxed, and that's why it's
That's
like
how
it's
come I
like
can play around and laugh and have
exact.
fun.
No toilet headaches, no management issues. You just get into notes, and you obviously these notes are fully collateralized by real estate, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. And are you going to also be talking about how people can protect themselves from the pitfalls of getting into the wrong note?
Yes, absolutely. What I'm seeing right now is that there's all of a sudden quite a lot of mania around buying notes, and I see people doing really crazy, crazy things, paying more for a non-performing note than I would pay for a performing note. So we need to have some basic ideas of what you need to be thinking about before you jump in.
Okay. And that's definitely something you're going to be covering in our meeting.
Absolutely.
Okay. And your notes, the ones that you're talking about, are they in California only or basically wherever it makes sense to
They're
you?
everywhere. And if I can do the underwriting and my due diligence, and I can feel that the deal makes sense and is a win-win for everybody, then I can pull the trigger anywhere in the U.S. So some are in California, and some are not.
Okay, although everybody probably knows that our note queen is in California, you live in
Right.
California, and you prefer to invest in California, but then again, if something makes sense elsewhere, you're going to be in it, no doubt about
Right.
it.
It just makes sense. And what do I want out of it, and what do my investors who invest with me want out of it? So.
Exactly. What would you say to our listener, to the people that are considering, joining us for the meeting? What would you say to them right now to kind of bring the interest up to the level that they say, hey, wait a minute, I want to go see what she's got to say. This is very important. This is something I can learn and I can do right
Right.
now to make money.
Right. I mean, Sam, what I'm going to be sharing with people is the opportunities that are out there in notes to create passive income leveraging
Mhm.
other people's money. It's called arbitrage, as you know. And out of thin air, even if someone has nothing to start with, if they can learn enough about the note business, they can leverage other people's money and start building passive income. I think this is a profoundly important conversation for people to know in today's market when we need to more and more depend on each other and private deals between people and more local, person to person investment strategies. We need to unplug from, the big system that's not working. Even if you don't think you're going to buy a note, if you think you're going to buy a property with owner financing or sell a property with owner financing, you need to understand the note business. Plain and simple.
Mhm. That's beautifully said. So, in other words, what you're trying to do right now, what you are doing, is providing everybody with another viable option, something that they can essentially, sink their teeth into, get into the game and play it as opposed to sitting on the sidelines saying, well, the fix and flip is over, buy and hold is very tough, everything is very difficult, so I keep my money at the bank and get 0% or 1%. So you're giving them a great viable option to get into and make something out of the money that is just sitting idly.
People, even if they don't want to do it themselves, I'm going to show them how they can make 8, 9, 10% just sitting back, letting me do all the work. If they want to just start that way, that's a perfectly great way to start learning.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I just want everybody to look at you, to get a feel for you, and also look at your scepter of magical. There you go. I love that. That is so cool. Are you going to appear at the meeting like
You
that?
never know, Sam. It could happen. Is it the full moon that night?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'll tell you
But
what, we're going to have fun. We're going to do some laughing too.
for sure. And it's so good to have you with me. I'm honored and privileged that you took the time to spend a little bit, and I'm very happy that you accepted my invitation and to come to the club for the meeting on July 25th. And everybody, please join us.
Thank you.
Okay?
I'll look forward
Thank you
to
so
seeing
much.
you then, Sam.